Alright, how's everybody doing? This is the Comic Samurai. I want to welcome you to my next video. And tonight, we're going to be doing another Let's Rank challenge. That's where we look at a run on a series and assign every cover a letter grade from A to F and then pick our favorite and award it that special S tier ranking. And tonight, we're going to be looking at Frank Cho's Savage Run on Shanna The She-Devil from 2005. So let's go ahead and jump right in. First up, we got this issue number 1 of the 7-issue limited series, and when Frank Cho jumped on this series, I really thought the timing was right. We hadn't had a good girl kind of cheesecake art type comic book from Marvel in a long time, and Shanna was a perfect fit. Now, it's hard for me to say that, Shanna The She-Devil. As a young reader, 20 years ago when this came out, I always said it as Shanna The She-Devil. But it is Shanna. I watched an interview with Frank Cho, and that's how he pronounced it, and I take his word for it. Anyway, this first issue is just a beautiful cover. I love those little highlights of blue that they put in there. The coloring is usually a demerit for me, but when they do it right, it just complements a cover so well. And Frank Cho's art on this one really was added to by the colors. I love it. The pastel look, the sun behind her, introducing this main lead here. Shanna really came out of the gate swinging with this first issue, and I'm giving it a very strong A. Next up, we got this issue number 2, and I have spoke at length on this one before. I think there are so many Freudian symbols on this one. The shape of the alligator, how Shanna is grasping it. The white, frothy water, this other female here, and look at how they drew a square on the pants of that other female. I don't know what the messages are here, but I always thought a Freudian psychologist would just have a field day with this one. I love it. It's a great action pose. I usually don't like when a character's back is to the camera. But on this one, I don't mind the addition of that tail lights cover there. It's beautiful. You do get to read Shanna's body language on this one also. It's a great action scene. I love it. You let her know that if she can handle an alligator of that girth, she can handle anything. I love this cover, and I'm giving it another very strong A. Next up, we got issue number 3 here, and I just thought that Frank Cho came up with a very clever image here. Shanna in the mouth of a T-Rex. I just thought it was beautiful. The drool on his lips there, her posture there. It's that moment of tension. You don't know how she's going to get out of it. The expression on her face, it's just such a dynamic image. You got to open it up and say, does this scene really take place in the comic book? Even if it doesn't, it's a great image. I love this one. Frank Cho is getting another A on this one. What a beautiful cover. Next up, we got issue number 4, and this is one of my favorites here. Just that stark image. This really does sum up what Frank Cho's work is capable of. He loves those cheesecake images, and I gotta say, Frank Cho is the king of that. He really did show this Marvel audience how it's done. Look at her pose with that horizontal rifle that contrasts her vertical stature. You've got this little bit of humor of these dinosaurs at the bottom there, but the way he builds a female form, it was just such a great fit. I love the colors in the background. I love the trade dress. I love her gaze going off where it's supposed to go. This is a beautiful comic, and I'm happy to give it another A. I just really think that it was the perfect timing. It really did fill a niche that was left empty. Next up, we got this issue number 5, and I love this one. I featured it before in my Moon comic book covers, and the way they did that glow is just phenomenal. It wasn't just the coloring on the moon, but a little of it bleeds into not just the trade dress, but the image itself. Her stance there, how she's backlit, the way her hair is blowing there. It's a great pose. All these other ones took place at daytime, and you really have to contrast that in a good way to make a night scene work. And the lighting on this one is perfect. All other comic book artists should take notes from this colorist. I really think it complemented Frank Cho's work so well. Can't sing this comic's praises enough, and I'm giving it a very strong A. Next up, we got issue number 6 here, and this one wasn't quite up to the level of the other ones there. I don't like my heroes when they're fallen here. and it's just a little too cheesecakey for me when she's laid in this very vulnerable position. And he just featured too much on the dinosaurs, and he loves to draw his dinosaurs, and he does a great job on them. But I didn't want them starring on the cover. For me, you've seen one Velociraptor, you've seen them all. I think that's what those are. I do like the sun's placement in the back. I love the lighting on this one again. But I just wish that Shanna wasn't in such a vulnerable, passive pose there. I like her as more of a formidable force. And this one just didn't rise up to the level of an A, and I'm giving it a B. All right, the last one in the series was this issue number 7. And again, I don't know why he ended like this. There's nothing worse for me than when an artist kind of ends on a down note. And I wanted this celebration of Shanna, like a reintroduction. Here she is. Let's end with this great splash page here. And again, she doesn't even really have an expression on her face. She's kind of passed out on the cover. And he did that twice in a row. I would have loved to have had a conversation with Frank Cho and just say, this image might not be a great one to end with. I know that all the Velociraptors, you really got to pose a threat there. But have her at least putting up a fight, something. This passive image there, I just hate it when they go out on a dour note, and this one did that, and I'm just going to give it a C. All right, well, now that we have them all ranked, let's go ahead and take a look at the ones in the A tier and pick our favorite. All right, well, of the 7 issues of that 2005 limited series, I awarded 5 of those covers an A ranking. We've got this issue number 1 that introduced Frank Cho's version of Shanna the She-Devil, and it really is an iconic image. I've grown to love that one. Issue number 2 that has that Freudian symbolism in it that I just absolutely love. Oh, that's going to be tough. Issue number 3 with her in the mouth of the T-Rex there. Oh, look at the placement of the tongue on that one. This one has a lot of symbols in it too. Issue number 4, the way she holds that rifle. Oh, it's just rife with all kinds of symbolism. I love it. And this issue number 5 with that blue glowing moon there. Look at how it casts the light on her. I gotta say, my least favorite is this one with the T-Rex there. I just wish Shanna was a little more well lit there. Oh, the way she's holding that rifle, I love that one. The moon there, the alligator, oh, just because her back is to the audience in this one, and that female, I don't know who that character is, it drops it down. So it's between these 3 here. Oh, what are we going to do? We're going to choose the first one, the 4th one, or the 5th one there. I gotta say, oh, what sticks out as my favorite on this series? Oh, it's a hard call. But I gotta say, this issue number 5, there's just something about the gestalt quality of this, where the picture as a whole is greater than the sum of its parts. I mean, you take the little thing, it's got a moon, it's got some little dinosaurs on it. You wouldn't think much of it, but when it's presented together, it exceeds all of those things added together. I love the little silhouettes of like the pterodactyls flying over the moon there, the craters in the moon with those subtle shadows. The way her hair is blowing in the breeze there, one wrist is wrapped, those little dinosaurs, the foliage growing on that tree trunk she's perched on there, her stance. Everything about this. I just love how Frank Cho constructs his female forms. This one, everything from the trade dress to the lighting on that moon to the composition, everything works, and I'm happy to award it my S tier ranking. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. Let me know if there was any other titles, artists, writers, or runs you want me to rank. Thanks again, and have a great night.